all the variety of meanings that it has, to me, I suppose at the heart of it is really the sense in which economic logic and monetary value prevails, right, in all of the ways that we consider phenomena, the ways that we think of solutions, the way that we frame the problems, and the way that we evaluate the success of our policy efforts. But I think what's particularly troubling about neoliberal globalization in its more advanced phases, I think Singapore's kind of there, is that the market logic actually pervades everything, right? It penetrates all the different spheres, social, the cultural, the ethical, the aesthetic, the political, so that everything gets reduced to a single logic. And to many of us, it just appears as a reduction to monetary value, right? The dollar, as it were. And that can be troubling in one regard, right? That we debase the richness and the fullness of life, the complexity of life, to a single sort of a denominator. But it's also troubling when we refuse to actually see it for what it is, right? Understand the instrumentality of it. Instead, we disguise it with notions like pragmatism. So we say it is a great thing to have, to think of problems through the market, because the market is efficient, the market is value neutral. So when we live in a kind of a diverse cosmopolitan society, we tell ourselves, well, everyone has different values, everyone has different views and concerns. So the only way to reconcile these different positions is to use a value neutral platform, and the market comes in to do that, when in fact the market is anything but neutral, right? It's its own set of values, its own set of purposes and modalities. So in the work that I do, I look at how Singapore has been embracing the market in stages, but it reaches a high point, right, in this last couple of decades, where we speak about pragmatism, but behind that, we really mean a very specific, almost dogmatic adherence to market values that have the unfortunate effect of actually dehumanizing not only people at the margins, but dehumanizing all of us, right? In the ways that we make judgments, in the ways that we choose to see or not to see, the ways that we choose to hear or not to hear. And if we want to consider like all the evils that we see in the world today, I would say that it comes out of this dehumanizing impulse of the market, the banality of evil, if you like, right? We stop thinking, we stop feeling, considering, we stop having empathy. People are reduced to indicators. People are reduced to things that can be easily calculated. So I see that as quite predominant in the ways that we try to understand ourselves in Singapore today and our place in the world.